I've spent the last 6 months developing my very own real-life card game, and I've developed a Minecraft version exclusively for Hermitcraft. But wait, is that sheep looking at me? Hello, and welcome back to another episode here on the Hermitcraft server with me, Zedaph. And yes, is that sheep looking at me? The card game is real, and it's coming to Kickstarter June 16th. Check it out. But before that, we got to build our very own Minecrafty version here on the Hermitcraft server for me and the hermits to get our sheep on. So, if you want a card game, you're gonna need some cards, and obviously a game, but you need the cards first, and luckily, boom, I have my 54 lovely Sheepalicious cards right here in this double chest. It's funny that it fits perfectly in a double chest as well. That was not intentional. We've got our lovely sheep up here. We've got some crazy looking sheep, some modifiers and action cards and things like that. Some coin related cards as well. Oh yes, we are going to be having a coin in this game. Of course we are. You got to decide whether a sheep's looking at you or not, and what's better than a sheep head and a sheep butt coin. But before we get into that, I'm very proud of how I do a coin flip in Minecraft later on. We can have a little look at the sheep. We got sheep heads, boom, and you can put a sheep butt with that as well. Lovely little sheep right there. That is a point if I put that in my field. But obviously these cards are all going to be shuffled up. You might not be getting the cards you want. You might be getting like, a purple one and a green butt, and you can't put those together unless, of course, you get a combination card as well, and you can do things like this. Boom-de-boom, and where'd my paintbrush card go? A boom. Now, this sheep is allowed. And here I've got a wolf card, and you can see on screen what a real-life wolf card would look like as well. Amazing art by my lovely artist, Maxzilla. Thank you very much for doing all of these and making them so cool. And I can't resist, I've got to show you the coin already, just briefly, just a tiny little bit, and I'll show you how we're making these custom models together as well. Okay, look, here they go. We've got a butt coin, a head coin, and a forever spinning coin. So we can chuck this on there, and it still doesn't look any different. But then if we go here, custom options, model applier, apply item model. Now, bam, look at that, a forever spinning, it's spinning double. It's spinneroony, a spinning little sheep coin. It's never going to land. It's like the end of Inception. And you will, of course, be learning very, very soon exactly how to play my card game. But first, we got to build this thing, and this little island over here, well, not really an island. It's kind of like a big, hilly peninsula thing with a lovely tree on as well. Boom, and tons of animals, the most animals you can imagine. Have we got sheep? We do. Of course, that's perfect. Hello, sorry to break up your party here. There is something weird going on between these animals, I swear. Why are you all up here? This is a massive gathering. And with a little diggy here and a little diggy there, we can shave our mountain down to be a nice tabletop mountain for a tabletop card game. Is that what they're actually called, tabletop mountains? I'm not entirely sure, but we now have one. It's a little bit stony and messy, however, so let's do some grass growing noises. Psh, I don't even know what that would be. And cover this thing over like a tablecloth. Yeah, let's keep that weird theme going. And unfortunately for me, the digging is not yet done. We need to dig down to make the arena just below the surface of the ground. It's not going to have a ceiling on it, so we'll be able to look down. In fact, from all sides like this, you'll be able to just stand up here and watch the game, which is good, actually, because the game is it's quite fun to watch people play too. So we can have other hermits being the audience members looking down at the game like this, watching it go in and getting played. And it means we can also hide some redstone in the walls back here like this without, needing to make like some big old building where we can house everything and squeeze it all in. The grand reveal. Look at that. We have 4 lovely little gameplay areas down here. We've got the view all the way up and around the side, like I said before, and we've got this little platform here. This is where the players are going to be, because yes, we have 1, 2, 3, up to 4 players. You can play 2, 3, or 4 people with this card game. So the rest of the people whose turn it isn't can be up here looking down across the whole table, seeing what everybody's field is like. So this is, of course, the yellow person's field. This is the cyan field, the purple field, and the pink field down there as well. And you can just, of course, come along and say, I wanted to build a lovely little red sheep in my pink field. Boop and boop. I did it. He's there. He's mine now. And then if yellow player comes along and they want to make, let's make a Frankensheep. Yeah, you can make Frankensheep in this game. So you pop down the Frankensheep modifier. Whoops, you got to spin it up the right way. And then you can go boop and a valid Frankensheep in that field there. And then so that people can get out, we're going to actually build little staircases up the side here. Whoopsie, I'm so strong with my beacon. Like this, and then like this as well. So we've got like one up this side. There'll be one all the way up that side as well. You can get up and down as we need to. But this is looking pretty cool. Look at the sheepies. Staircase check. Let's give it a try. Oh, that felt smooth. Down as well. Whoop, you can run up, spin around, and you can see everything. I added this little glass balcony thing in as well, which is great because obviously you can see everything from over here. But as soon as you moved back here, when this was all solid blocks, you could only just about see up here, and that is no good. Whereas now you can be right at the back wall, and you can literally see every possible sheep imaginable under the sun. Are they looking at you, though? That's the real question. So let's start taking a look at our first card game mechanic, and that is, of course, the draw pile. Pa-ta-pa. Whoops, I missed. Right there, we need to grab ourselves a dropper and a hopper. Excellent. We can pop the dropper in there like that, and I've got all of the rest of my cards that are currently being unused. Where did my hopper go? Oh, it's right there. Thank you very much. And we can, of course, feed the cards in like so, which will be pulling them from the top. That's going to chuck the first 9 in there. Obviously, we can hit the button. We will get a random-ish card, 1 out of 9, but it's not randomizing all these. We will totally get to shuffling the deck a little bit later. Do not worry about that. But for now, we just want to talk about the drawing pile. So this is kind of it, but this has already got a bit of a flaw, right? In that I could just come and right-click this, maybe even accidentally. I just try and hit the button and I go, whoopsie, like that, and I can see what's coming, which that's not fun. Nobody wants to see what's in the draw pile. Well, maybe some cheaty people do, but no. People shouldn't be able to see it, even on accident. So we actually have to hide this. We're going to grab it, and we're going to lower this way down in the ground and use a bubble column to bring them up here so that there's no way you can right-click any droppers. I'm a big old cheater face. I try and see what's in the deck, and oh no, I cannot do it. You can actually see the dropper down there still bubbling away. Hey man, but I'm right-clicking my little butt off, and I cannot see what's inside of it still. But, boom, you hit the button, and voila, a card at random-ish, we'll get to that again later, is chosen, the lime sheephead. And you can see, when it's an item on the ground, it looks completely mysterious. Nobody knows what it is, as well as when you look in third person as well. Nobody can see what it is. Ha-cha, ha-cha. But as soon as you look in first person, ha-cha, ha-cha, you can totally see what it is. Or, of course, if you put it in an item frame, you can see, everyone can see what it is too. But that's pretty cool, that's nice. So nobody's going to be peeking over your shoulder to accidentally see what the cards are. But you can see I could actually have to do this redstone slightly weird. Because we've got the bubble column right there, I couldn't put redstone dust anywhere near the button that's on top of this. So we actually have to use a dropper with a pair of shears in it, and those shears simply go boom into the hopper and back again, which makes a little pulse come down and trigger our dropper down here, which is where all of our cards are feeding down into, like so. And it's kind of fun because these cards, they're actually shears. Look, Minecraft : shears. Because 2 cards like this that were exactly the same, I didn't want them stacking. So I had to use a non-stackable item already. And of course, we're dealing with sheep, so why not use some shears? But now we have another problem, right? At the beginning of the game, everybody has to draw 5 cards. 3, 4, and 5. And I'm already bored. See you later. Bye, Zedaph. I'm not playing your stupid game. That sucks big time. So, although I did just pick up 5 cards, we want a way to be able to draw 5 cards very, very quickly at the beginning. So, we need another bit of buttonage. And of course, we use the power of smooching. Absolutely. 2 observers looking into each other. There is a button above that one there. When we hit the button, boom, this guy drops down. Smoochies occur. And when these 2 smooch, they like to do little pulses. Ba, 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 ba. And luckily, this button and this configuration makes 5 pulses. And all we've done is hooked up the butt of this guy into the same line that our button triggers. So this thing down here should get triggered 5 times. So if we head on up and we hit the button, we can maybe even watch it. Smooch, 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 smooch. Look at that. And then we have 5. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Oh, and look, I've got an entire white sheep ready to go there as well. Brilliant stuff. So we can draw 1 card from here, like so. And we can come over here and deal 5 cards at the very beginning. Excellent. And I just went ahead and implemented another quick little quality of life feature to do with the draw pile here. Think about it. In a real game, you can see the draw pile on the table, and as everybody's taking them and the game's going on and on and on, the draw pile gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Well, my game ends when the draw pile has been completely taken. So, now that I've hidden it all the way down here at the bottom of the bubble column, nobody's going to know when you're nearing the end of the game. So, I have Belle. Yes, and we're just detecting this little hopper here. And as soon as it becomes empty, this redstone torch goes on, which hopefully should ding-a-ling the bell. How can I test this very easily? Maybe I can get a lever to lock the hopper. That sounds like a good idea. Boom, lock the hopper. Yay, that works. Okay, so pretend all of these cards had gone, so there's nothing left to go in the hopper. All of these 5 have gone and fed into here, so we'd only have 9 cards remaining. When this last one's gone, dingle dangle, yes indeed. So now when the bell goes off, everybody knows that there are 9 cards or fewer left in the deck. So the game is almost over. And so it's not just an audible ding, I've actually extended that cable all the way up and round to this lamp. You might be able to see it. Yep, there we go. Oh, give me my plank back. So that when we get low on cards, I guess I can press deal 5. There we go. We now have 9 or fewer cards. The lamp will stay on the rest of the game until the very end, and everybody knows, oh boy, game about to be over. Next feature we need to talk about is the discard pile, and there is a creeper right there. That is terrifying. Trying to discard me from the world. How did you even appear here? It's been broad daylight. Go away, go away, go away. And kapacha. Okay, good. I've still got it. I've still got it in me. Oh, good. That's just a cow. All right, nice. So we have 1 discard pile. Boop. Right there, discard pile. It's even called it. This is actually a trap chest as well, so that as you're putting things in, if we put those 3 gunpowder in, oh no, I didn't mean to put 3 in, I meant to put 1 gunpowder in. It's only when you let go does that now get pulled out by the hopper that's underneath. That gets pulled all the way back into the guts of the game, and we have a second discard pile, boop, up here as well, where, you know what, let's put in a stake into that one. 2 stakes. Off you go. Very nice. And then they, if we have a little look-see around the back here, are both feeding into this double chest right here. So it's getting a little bit squiggly back here. The first, the discard pile we did second up on the top, that just goes boop, 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 boop into the chest. The other one comes from all the way back there through this line of hoppers into this dropper that this just detects when there's something inside of it. In fact, we can probably show that like this. Let's put 4 hoppers in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they just go up, swim along into the hopper up there, and then everything we throw away, excellent, ends up in our discard pile over here. Now, the pickup pile and the discard pile are 2 separate things right now because you're going to have to come in the discard pile at some point, so you don't want to, you know, feed them straight back in, otherwise it would just be going in and it would be a never-ending loop. But no, we need the game to end when there are no cards left in the pickup pile, and eventually everything will end up in the discard pile. And then between these 2 chests, right here in this empty gap, that's where we need to do a shuffler. So luckily, I'm good friends with Tango, and when I was talking to him about what I needed for a shuffler, he was like, Zed, I got you covered. And he showed me what he was using for Decked Out 2, and oh my goodness, it is the best thing in the world. It really is. It's perfect. It's compact. It's easy for my little brain to understand. It's everything all in one. So we'll be having him over later to put his randomizer through its paces. We need to say, hey, give me a number between 1 and 10. And the randomizer needs to say submarine or something like that to prove how random it truly is. So now let's take a little look at the coin instead, which again, I'm very, very proud of the implementation of this. So let me walk you through exactly how it works. So yes, we have a head coin, we have a butt coin, and we have a forever spinning coin like so. We need all 3 of those to create our singular coin illusion, right? So our first little armor stand guy here, if we give him arms, thank you very much, and we'll put a pose for item. So he looks like this. He's like sticking his hand out in front of him, and he's holding something. And if we pop the coin on there, boop, where is it? It's actually up here. It's incredibly offset. As you can see, it's like 2 blocks over, 2 blocks up. This guy isn't holding anything. Your grip's terrible, my friend. But we need that because we're going to be doing redstone-y weirdness with you. Don't be scared. But we need the little space there. So this is what we'll see. And this is a little hidden away in the wall and the floor just a little bit. So that's our head coin there. Then we have our butt coin, which if we do exactly the same thing, poses, item, apply, and then we give that to you. Well, perfect. Look at that. You're holding that there. But you know what? We're actually going to make it go in his other hand. So if we're going to swap main and offhand, boom, it's gone. He's actually holding it low down in the ground there like that. Whoops, I grabbed it right back off of him again. Swap hands. And then we actually need to raise up this arm. Oh, you can kind of see it coming out of the ground there. I want to kind of show you as we're doing this. And he's raising it up. And hopefully, there it is. It's going to be, what's his number over here? -90, boom, and then it sits perfectly on the block like that. He doesn't even need this hand sticking up anymore. This one's good enough. And the final one, you've run out of hands to hold things. You're holding that in your right hand. You're holding that in your left hand. You are going to hold it in your face. We need to briefly give you arms so we can give you the coin. Perfect. Then we need to say, chuck that on your head. And look at that. Now he's wearing that on his face, which sticks way out here. We have our head, our butt, and our flipperoni. And because they're holding it in different parts of their body, right hand, left hand, head, we can actually combine all three of those into a single armor stand, holding all three variations of the coin, which I will show you over here. All right, everybody, give me your coins back. Thank you very much. I cannot afford to take too many of these. We've set this guy to be joyous, happy and joyous, so we could just see everything that's going on, right? So first things first, we're going to give him the spinny coin. It's over there in this hand. Okay, excellent. And then we're going to say, pop it on your head. Boom. He chucks that up there. Excellent. Then we're going to give him the butts coin, which is over there. Fantastic. And we're going to say, swap that with your other hand. Brilliant. Now he's holding that on his face, that on his hand, and then we can finally, boop, give him that one. Excellent. All three of those. Then what we can do is make sure that only one thing is looking forward and the other two, so for example here, his right hand is facing forward, his head and his left hand are facing backwards. This one, only this hand's facing forward and the other two are facing back. And then this guy, both of his hands are facing backwards and his head is the only thing facing forwards. And when we copy all three of those into separate armor stand books like this, we can actually go between them all, right? So if we put, this is the heads book. So this is remembering the pose of what just the heads look like. So if we hit this button, boop, wow, look at that. That was not a cut there. The head one goes forward. The other two go backwards over here. You can see his head's like bent all the way around some way. If we swap this one out for the butts book, like so, you should see. So his hands are going to zigzag. They're going to zigzag the other direction. Boop, like so. And now we have tails over here. And we have the other two back there. And last but not least, if we do this, we go boom. His head goes forward, forever spinning the coin, and both other coins are actually back here, completely like they're in the same spot. Oh, you could briefly see a little shudder of Zedfight in there where they're trying to exist. So now that we have our three animation books, we can actually implement them down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put heads over on this armor stand item frame, this one here, and we're going to have our spin here. Let me explain why, right? So when we hit this button up there, we make this redstone line go, and we're going to put it into spin mode. It'll just forever keep on spinning. Spinny, spinny, spin, spin, spin. Then it goes into this dropper, which is going to have a very weak item and a very strong item quickly, randomly. That's the most important bit. 50-50 go into this hopper. We've got a comparator reading that. If it's just the redstone dust, it's only going to spit out a redstone signal of 1, which means it just gets this far and it does not get any further. So it goes into the repeater, and it triggers our head book. So it will come down, it will spin, and whilst all of this time is going, then it will land on heads, right? But if this ended up being the shears, which is a full stack, giving a signal strength of 3, it will actually go here, 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 into the target block, into this repeater, and because this one is so slow and this one's so quick, this one will lock this repeater, meaning it cannot go through to heads at all, and instead it will continue going around here into butts. So that is how we get our 50-50 coin flipperoonie with a little spin animation in the meantime. Let me jump up here. I will walk around the boring way then. Okay, so we look over here. Excellent. We can still see all the redstone. We hit the button. Oh, also, there's actually a sticky piston underneath this as well. So not only whilst it's spinning, is it going to be spinning forever, but also the whole armor stand moves upwards, which just completes the animation. Look at this. Ready? Oh, Oh, how cool is that? How cool is that? So it picked heads. It goes up. It goes down. It picked heads again. Did you see that it picked that book? Let's see if we can see it pick tails. It did. It went round the back. It locked this. It picked tails and... Well, not tails. Well, there is a tail there. But it's butts. It's heads and butts in this game. And I love that so much. Boop. Boop. It's got a little bit of Minecraft jank to it, but I like that. I like a little bit of Minecraft jank. Boop. Look at that. Oh, it's so cool. And it's truly 50-50 as well, which is perfect. Oh, we can cover this over. We can flip the coin whenever we want. We can hit it as many times as we like. It should never break. I don't think. Let's see if we can break it. Oh, why have I got to do this to myself? Break the coin. No, just landed on butts. Perfect. Tango, say a random word right now.
Banana.
How random was that, truly?
Not very random. Yeah.
Say another one.
Muffler.
That's okay. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that.
There you go. Yeah.
Randomness is tricky, right?
It is. It is.
Okay, well, your shuffler that you showed me a while ago now is in place, but I do not believe that it's working.
What?
I mean,
you did it wrong then, I'm sure.
I mean, I haven't. Let me rephrase. I haven't tested to see if it works, but we need to test.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm not saying it's broken. Yeah, I'm just saying it's. I cannot believe something so simple. Follow me in here could work so well.
Well, with the hopper minecarts?
With the hopper minecarts, look, there it is, right in there between those two chests.
So how many? What's 54. The maximum number? I was gonna say, what's the maximum number of cards you could have in your skadoodler?
A whole double chest. Look, you can see in that chest that is nearly every single card possible. And a little extra thing that I did is because my whole deck is 54 cards. As soon as that 54th card goes in, the game instantly resets because it knows the chest is full. And then it opens all the bits and bobs up. So I'm going to try and explain it to the audience, and you tell me how stupid I am. We have a chest. Is that correct?
So that looks like it to be a chest. So far, we are locked in.
Technically a double chest, so I kind of was wrong. But, you know, there we go. Underneath that, we have 54 hopper minecarts, all squidged together in the same block.
You can see them wiggling and jiggling there. They're like, we can't hold it together.
They are on an activator rail, which is currently being powered. And that means...
so that disables all of the hopper minecarts.
Exactly. They will not do any sucking at all right now. They will not pull anything out because they are they're locked. So as soon as we unlock that activator rail, all of the 54 minecarts simultaneously try and pull an item, and because there's 54 of them, 54 items, they each pull one.
One tick, they're all gone,
One tick, they're all gone. Then, now this is where I get a bit fuzzy, the hopper underneath has to pick one hopper minecart above, and that's where randomness happens.
That's where the true randomness comes in. Yeah, basically, in the code, the hopper says, okay, do I have an entity above me that has an inventory? If so... do I have more than one entity above me that has an inventory? If so, just pick one at random. It quite literally chooses a random one in the code, and that's why it works perfect as a shuffler.
That is incredible. Okay, so me using it for 54 items is probably the maximum shuffling you can do with a single stack like this, right?
Well, technically, you could have the hopper minecarts pull from multiple containers if you like skadoodle them and split the line or something.
What about a chest boat? Can they pull from a chest boat?
Sure. Yeah. They can pull from any inventory, so yeah.
Except for a human.
Correct. I wish they could.
Can you imagine? You just have hopper minecarts sneaking underneath people.
You need that pickaxe? No, it's mine now.
Okay, cool. And then at that point they're randomized. So then the hopper can just push them into this double chest, which is the draw pile, ready to go straight down.
You're kind of like you're drawing the whole deck at once, but you're randomly sorting them and putting them into the chest in a random way. And then later on, you're just pulling one from there. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's how I'm dealing with it.
That's actually clever. Okay.
Say that again.
What? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Please say it again with my name included in the sentence.
It's basic. I guess it was pretty obvious. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Well, what I've done at the moment, I've put this lever here temporarily to lock this hopper so that we can test. Right now, the cards are very, very neat up here. They're in a nice order. Lots of sheets going on. Lots
Is there an order to this?
Well,
kind of color coordinated. Yeah, okay. White, black, green.
exactly.
Rainbow.
And then, the cards are kind of grouped together a little bit. I'm going to throw the final card in, which I have right here in my hand. And technically, it should unlock the activator rail, suck everything out, push everything into this double chest, and thus down into this dropper down below.
It's going to take a while, but yeah.
It might take a little while, but I just want to see how random it is. So,
okay, so are we leaving the bottom hopper locked?
Yeah,
right?
just so that we can see them all go into this double chest without
into the chest,
flowing further through.
Let it fire.
Here it goes. 3, 2, 1, in. Oh, they all disappeared.
Butt, wolf, rainbow, coin, butt, scraper thing, reverse, more butts, more rainbow. See, look at that. Beautiful.
This is great because that wolf, for example, that's in the 3rd position, that was way one of the latest things in the previous chest.
Yeah.
This is pure randomness.
No, this is actually really cool.
That's so good. Okay, so they're all in there now.
Yeah.
They look, to me, as random as can be.
100%, yeah.
As random as a muffler, at least. Anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly.
And then, obviously, this lever wouldn't be on, so now they would feed in there.
Yeah, so they would just go right in there, and now you just start pooping the dropper, and you're getting random cards.
And people get their cards, and they get what they need. And it's perfect, because as soon as everybody discards all their card at the end of the game, and this chest fills up, and every card is accounted for... Instantly, the game is reset, ready for the next one.
Ready to go.
Literally in a second.
Put them back in any order because they're going to get randomized anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah. What's going on with all the signs here? Is this part of the game?
This is part of the game. What are you doing?
Do you just break them? Is that the game?
That is not what you do. Put them back immediately. Post haste.
When's it going to be ready? Is it going to be ready before Decked Out 3?
Yes. Everything's going to be ready before Decked Out 3, Tango.
True statement.
Yeah, no, this is very, very nearly ready to go. We're going to be filming the first proper game here very soon, and then it's open. It's open to the hermits.
That's exciting.
Hopefully this place will be nice and busy, and we'll be getting a good...
I can't wait. This is cool.
Oh, I can show you this. It's not a live sheet, but you might like it. Come press the button.
Oh, I think I know this. This is so cool. And it's random, right?
It's totally random. Okay, Tago, you got to guess. Is that coin going to be looking at you?
Is that coin looking at me? I'm going to say it's going to be the head.
Genius.
It's looking at me.
It totally is looking at you. Looking right up your cape.
That is brilliant.
And it's 100% 50-50 as random as well. It's perfect.
Cool. And I assume that's just a dropper with like a shovel and a regular non-shovel and that magic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
Coin.
I can't wait. I can't wait for sheep butts.
Sheep butts will be happening, man. Well, thank you for your random... Give me one more final random word before you go.
Orangutan.
And with that, our Minecrafty card game implementation is complete and ready to play. But that is going to be for next episode, which will be very, very soon. Etho, Joel, and B-Dubs will be joining me for the first ever public game of Is That Sheep Looking at Me, the card game. And I cannot wait. Check out the Kickstarter link down below if you want to be notified for when that goes live. A massive thank you, as always, to my wonderful patrons whose names are all over the screen right now, making it 22% slightly more wordy. Thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. Love all your faces. Until next episode, which is again very, very soon, a bye.